Gadzooks. Elon Musk just absolutely dropped a sick, just massive truckload of truth on an NBC or MSNBC reporter who is having a weird meltdown to Elon. NBC's Mehdi Hassan on Elon Musk, quote, not so bright billionaire casually bought one of the world's most influential marketing messaging machines and just handed it to the far right. This is the problem with modern quote unquote news. First of all, he doesn't even own it yet. He hasn't handed it to anybody. For him to quote hand it to the far right, I suspect you would have to admit it's been in the hands of the far left or somebody else for a significant period of time. The politics of free speech is bizarre to me. The fact that people would have any kind of an issue with free speech being why this is like why nothing gets done in the United States is because both sides of the aisle can't agree on like a simple issue like our First Amendment. Which is exactly why I started coffeebrandcoffee.com. I'll ease up on the call outs tomorrow, but today's our grand opening. We're launching with 5 blends. I thought the 5 probably broadest blends that we could. Actually, have some right here. This is Roast 005 right here. This has a sweet bourbon flavor with some oak undertones and some campfire going on in there. A little like flavored stuff. K-cup adapter. We have probably 20 different flavors in the hopper to launch over the next couple months. Hot cocoa, tea. I know not everybody's a coffee person. All I ask is that you use the link in the description, read the about us, maybe tell a friend. If you're not a coffee person, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. NBC's Meteor Hassan. We see Elon Musk. Actually, I want to get his reply first. His thing.
American discourse to talk simplistically about the far left and the far right as two equally dangerous fringe blocks. Elon Musk has done it plenty of times just in the past week. But here's the difference. America's far left wants to give us free healthcare and free childcare.
Pretty sure I saw America's far left burning down Kenosha, Wisconsin. Pretty sure I saw it burning down Minneapolis. I'm not sure that any of that was healthcare related. And also, I would be remiss to not mention that there's no such thing as free healthcare. Somebody has to pay for it. And, it'll be interesting to see if he would offer 60% of his salary. Let's continue.
Far right wants to give us white supremacy and no democracy.
Evidence, please.
And this asymmetrical polarization of US politics would be laughable if it weren't so horrifying. We are living through an unspeakably dangerous moment. The pro-QAnon, pro-neo-Nazi faction of the Republican Party is poised to expand dramatically.
What? What? A little sip of blend 003, Ethiopian. Delicious stuff. Now, what? Like, this is why nobody takes the news seriously. Can you please point to where the mass of people on the quote unquote, neo-Nazis, where are they? Where are they? How much control do they have? And it's like, I want to remind people that this is the mainstream media's reaction to somebody purchasing a valuable communication tool and simply stating that they wanted to embrace free speech. That's what they're so afraid of. Literally free speech and the free flow of information. That's what they're afraid of. They're losing their minds over free speech.
Particularly come the midterms. We're just 2 years away from Donald Trump very possibly re-seizing executive power.
Oh my God, what would be the literal worst?
If that happens, we may look back on this past week as a pivotal moment.
Why? Because the will of the American people is being, is being prioritized. That our First Amendment is being prioritized. Is that, I don't understand why that's an issue. I really don't. I don't understand why they're so afraid. Oh, I get it. It's because they've been working hand in hand for years.
When a petulant and not so bright billionaire casually bought one of the world's most...
I like how he calls Elon Musk not so bright. How many rockets have you sent into space and then landed on a barge in the ocean? Were you involved in the creation of PayPal? Are you trying to solve the world's problems? Whether it be with solar or traffic problems, underground tunnels. What are you doing, Mehdi Hassan?
Most influential messaging machines and just handed it to the far right. Easy.
What an absolute... So he must define far right as anyone not extreme left by his own definition. And then you see Elon Musk just coming in. NBC is basically saying Republicans are Nazis. Yeah, I'd say that. Followed up by this little truth nugget. The same organization that covered up Joe Biden's son's computer story and had Mr. Harvey story early and killed it, which is true, and built Matt Lauer his R-word office, where he was able to victimize many women. Lovely people. It says here that we heard more about the Will Smith incident than what was going on with Ghislaine. Elon replying, where's their quote client list? Shouldn't at least one of them go down? I mean, Elon just is coming on to Twitter like I don't even understand. Like he's out here just being reckless, and you love to see it. Responding to an 1984 meme. Of course, this was meant to be a warning, not a guide. I don't even understand. You see this too, like Elon doesn't know Ghislaine at all. She was involved in a photo with him once at a Vanity Fair party in 2014. The real question is why Vanity Fair invited her in the first place. Everyone likes to put that picture up. Elon writes, this is exactly the question. Elon really, 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 really hates the mainstream media. And this is easily, by the way, he's up to 90.1 million followers now. This is what is best about him. Like, I hate the media too, because people need somebody to trust. People, look, even when I'm talking about something, okay, I have an internal bias. Like, I'm going to have some level of bias involved, and, you know, intentional, you know, it's not intentional, but it happens. You know, and I think that when you have somebody as powerful as Musk, who now is just months away from having the world's largest press outlet, like if Elon wanted, he could send out direct messages to every single user on Twitter. It's a private company now. He could make people see news that he wants to, which is also dangerous. But the way the mainstream media is absolutely flailing, the way they are like throwing out these insane like accusations, it's because they're losing power. It's because they know that the narrative that they so dearly need to control is slipping between their fingers. And I couldn't be happier. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.